Cuba, it's me. Welcome to episode 293 of The W.I.L.L.I.W show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. Now, a couple days ago, I started a new series where I looked at each province in Canada individually and tried to get some research and find out what I could find out about wrestling in the provinces. Well, we did British Columbia and Alberta, so now today we're on Saskatchewan. And Saskatchewan does not have a lot of wrestling currently. I could only find two active promotions when I was searching for it on the internet. I found High Impact Wrestling, which apparently has like a brother company as well, High Impact Wrestling Wildside. They still are running shows. It says in 2 weeks they have a Regenesis 2018 show coming up. And the other one I found was called Ringside Wrestling. Oh, High Impact Wrestling is based in Regina, it says. And, Ringside Wrestling is based in Moose Jaw. Ringside Wrestling also has two events coming up here. They have January 20th in Regina and January 26th in, I believe, Winnipeg, somewhere in Manitoba. And then I was trying to find out, like, any big stars there that I know of, and there was no one that I knew of. I don't know anybody personally that's wrestled in Saskatchewan, except for people that have done the CWF tours with Ernie Todd or Chris Thorne. I wrestled in Saskatchewan actually myself, like Frog Lake, but I don't know if it was Saskatchewan, Alberta. It was right on the border. A lot of people know Brock Lesnar. He actually currently resides in Saskatchewan. He owns a big land there, but he never grew up there. But he does currently live there. Some other famous wrestlers. John Cosman was born in Saskatchewan. Stu Hart was born in Saskatchewan as well. Roddy Piper was born in Saskatchewan. Wavell Star was born in Saskatchewan as well. And there was another guy, Tyler Maine or something like that, and he was a wrestler, but he was also an actor in some of the X-Men movies and a couple other things that he was in. And yeah, so there's not a lot going on in Saskatchewan. Mind you, there's a lot of towns there without big populations. There is a couple big towns like Saskatoon and Regina and whatnot. But I want to know from you guys, have you ever watched any wrestling from Saskatchewan? Have you ever seen any wrestling or been wrestling in Saskatchewan or done any tours out there or wrestled for any of the companies? It said that there was a couple companies, about 4 or 5 companies that used to run in Saskatchewan, but they are now defunct. This is just companies based out of Saskatchewan. I know some of the other companies like from Alberta and Manitoba have both run Saskatchewan, but they are not companies where they're based in Saskatchewan. So I didn't include any of them. But I want to hear from you guys, as always, on the W.I.L.L.I.W show. Let me hear what you have to say. Do you know anything about it? Because if you don't, like or you get a leg drop, comment or you get a clothesline, subscribe or you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. This is episode 293 of the W.I.L.L.I.W show. I love wrestling. Cuba!